I love it. Um, Forgiveness for the language.
John found the post because he lurks on Reddit and he shared it with Stella. Stella has officially called off the wedding. When John was ranting about the post and how bad the comments were painting him, he said, "Your sister must be off her goddamn meds and going manic. You better get her ass under control." But then Stella actually came undone on him and began calling out everything that John and his family had put her through. Then she took off the ring and chucked it across the living room. John went into a rage, and while he didn't do anything but yell at her, he threatened her in regards to her mobility issues. Stella uses a cane to walk. This was what triggered her to text our parents and myself. By the time our parents made it to the house, John was gone, and she had packed up her bags and left with them. Her cane was not in the house. Stella wanted to thank all of you for the comments calling her out. It shattered the illusion that John had built around them, and while we're both still raw and processing the last couple of days, I'm glad to have my sister again. She was someone I hardly recognized a few days ago. As kids, I was more outgoing and she was more reserved, so I felt obligated to go along with her the other night despite how conflicted I felt. But again, Stella says thanks for the wake-up call. And John, if you see this, F you! OP posts and edit. You know what? F you, Keith.
Keith? Huh?
That's his real name.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
Oh, I never would have caught that part.
Glad the sister came around in the end. My comments still stand.
No, the comment did still stand.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And if he took her cane.
When you was in that situation, yeah, you was.
He took her cane. Girl, look what you almost married. Ooh, chatter. Because, see, my family, if my sister needed a cane to walk and you took her cane, I'm not going to say what we would have done because Facebook will take this video down. There'd have been a really intense conversation. Let's just put it like that.
Conversation none. It'd have been a situation of you gonna need to keep that cane.
You say so.
It's unfortunate when things happen to people.
Don't get comfortable.
But no, she dodged the bullet. She's able to. She's not gonna be in that relationship.
That crazy boo-headed family. Oh my goodness. Ooh-wee.
But that's just it. I fall short of calling the family crazy.
The mother is a controlling,
and that's what I think.
Narcissistic.
I don't even do stuff like that if that's how you grew up. That's how you was raised. And we're not talking
still
about
wrong.
You joined,
but it's right for you.
It's wrong, but you're literally talking about. It's more of a miracle when people break away from religious things like this.
Absolutely,
that's more of a miracle. But we're talking about,
which is why it's so hard to get Trumpers away from what they're doing.
You're literally talking about people who was born and raised in this. Period. So there are very few. I applaud you that some people just look at this and go, "Ah, this is pretty messed up."
The mama is a control freak.
Like the funny thing about it is, like the mother, and apparently that was a Catholic, Irish
Catholic, but Catholic at least.
Whoever the one where the daughter had an abortion, and the whole family was behind her except the
mother. Yeah, they was Catholic. You could tell because they was.
Yeah, that was the Latin one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Catholic Latino.
Okay, so that's the same thing. The whole family was like, the mother was the only one that was dead set in her religious beliefs, and the rest of the family was like, "No, this is my daughter. This is my sister."
Yep.
Which is why I was saying,
don't do that.
Yeah, which is why I was saying, like, I think, like I said, I think all organized religion is a bunch of mess. But that's that thing, right? For them, it ran up. And we're talking about the Latin family we were talking about.
Mm.
For them, it hit a crux where they were forced to choose between their family member and their interpretation of their faith, and they chose their family member. The mom is is more of a believer, so to speak. So for her, it wasn't even, and I can guarantee this is what it was. It wasn't that she was choosing between her daughter and choosing between her faith. She was being told to choose between her daughter and her God. And once you get somebody to the position where they're having to choose between what they interpret to be their loyalty, pardon me, their loyalty to their actual creator versus their loyalty to the creator's creation, that's not normal math. And it can tear them apart, it can ruin their lives, it can crush them internally. But what do you fear more? Right? So that's, and I've seen versions of that just even in the traditional Christian church where you're, it's the pressure, right? This is all you've known. And this is your support system. This is your belief system. This is your family's tradition going back multiple generations. There is a lot in there, and you don't know how you're going to come out of that until you
Go
run
through it.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
because that's why I don't understand. Sorry, and I've said this, but I've said this to my parents, and they didn't really like. They didn't give me an answer, and they really didn't like I asked the question. But I just can't understand how in some of the major religions, how a woman can ascribe to them, considering how the gender is treated by the religion, not necessarily faith, the religion, and how it treats genders. That even if your individual church is more elevated and doesn't do that, the faith you are or religion you are assigning yourself to does. So how do you reconcile that? Just like if you're gay, how do you reconcile that? And I can't imagine the emotional struggle that has to go into navigating that.
All right, everybody. That is our first hour.
That was a lighthearted hour, right?
That was the lighthearted. That was the lighthearted hour. I told you we could turn anything into something. And this was lighthearted. I mean, honestly, if you're new to this show, you'll get the swing of things and realize that, oh wow, that was lighthearted. Yeah. Because we done had some drag outs on this show before. And the fact that we agreed twice. Hmm.
Well,
So
oftentimes we agree at
ish.
the bigger points,
Well,
and
we agree for the ending. We just disagree a lot on the path. Like the where we want to be, we agree with. How we get there, that's the F you all. I'm just kidding. We don't do that on the show, but you get what I'm saying. And
oh, I am so proud of all of us, mainly you and me, Marlon. We don't drop the F-bomb like we used to. Tracy has really,
I would
really helped us.
let me go into the second hour. Please bring that back up again because I have a story behind that. I'm not joking. Please do not let me forget. Please. I have a story
Tracy,
behind
I
it.
say thank you.
And Marlon? No, I'm joking.
I just cuss. Yeah.
But all of y'all, please remind me the second hour. Marlon, tell us the story about the cussing. But we're gonna go on into our second hour so we don't overrun because we got some brand new people and y'all damn well ain't gonna watch 3 hours of a show. And I'm running on 5 hours of sleep. So this is the part of the show where we take a 3 minute break to reboot and refresh. We will see you all on the other side with Tracy, a returning Real or Nah, and a Foxy video of the week. Stay tuned.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, 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 finally. I always daydreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, 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 finally. Higher to a bird, you, I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally.
Welcome back. And before we get started, as always, let's go ahead and pay those bills. Radical Truth to Borrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the show where we get into the serious nitty gritty of the week, including what happened today. You want to know or get more information? Tune in tomorrow. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/a better Tracy media page. Help support Tracy in all of her endeavors. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/complex mind. Help Theus in all of his endeavors, which I'm so proud of my brother because he is dropping videos and bombs. Please do not forget to go to my Patreon page, patreon.com, Radical Truth to Power is exactly this way it's spelled. Capital R, capital T, capital T, capital P. Please do not forget to go to Anna Hart's website, BorrelliaEtc.com. Learn something that you didn't think you need to know, but you should. And if you was at the beginning of this video, she's dropping gold, folks. And as always, if you need to drop me a line, you can do so at radtp@outlook.com. That's radtp@outlook.com.
You're getting so good at that.
I was scared. Got scared. Okay, I remember what I was saying before the first half. So
Okay.
I looked at some of my old videos, including yesterday's videos, Friday Night Guys. And I was listening to it, and I literally, on a couple of occasions, went, woo, I did a lot of cussing. Like, unnecessary, no reason for it, cussing.
Oh, wasn't that straight off of Uvalde? I mean, you had a reason to.
I know, I know, I do. And I trust me, I did. And trust me,
I know. I was there.
I'll probably be doing it tomorrow too. But it was like when I was younger, I didn't cuss. I mean, I didn't cuss as much as I do now. You know,
How far back we going on that one, Marlon?
well, I'm in my 20s, brother.
Uh,
So that was a
6,
good
7.
no.
If you
Oh,
cussing at 6, you got some real problems.
well, I got some real problems because I was cussing at 6. Live in my neighborhood, everybody was cussing at 6. Didn't make any sense, but you were still cussing at 6 and 7 and 8. Um,
We'll have a guy locked in the middle of the room, middle of next week for doing that.
you
Oh, you didn't curse when your parents could hear you.
no
Well, I don't know. Some kids, because I've been
Somebody,
around some. Yeah,
can't do it.
their parents think it's cute when they're little,
when they
and
five,
then
three,
all of a
two, or
That,
sudden
three,
you think they're supposed to
never
stop.
that
was.
ain't cute.
That never was cute. I'm a grown man. I don't even cuss around my mom. Still to this day, can't
No,
do it.
you missed what I'm saying. I'm talking about when you see like, especially as
No, I know what you're talking
not
about. The
just use
video
the
when they
term
cuss, they
like
think,
hood
oh,
folk,
that's so
alley
cute.
folk. Yeah, they
Because
let them be mannish as they call it,
I
and
looked
I'm
at
like,
one
no, that's
today.
just bad.
I looked at one today. Looking up videos for Foxy's videos of the week, and I saw one today, and it was. I guess they was making a joke about Biden. We need somebody like Biden again. And you had the little kid that was Jesus Christ, and even that point I thought that's not funny. But then they apparently they got some other kid who's in a car seat. So kid,
Baby.
but pretty much bullshit. That's
But that
bullshit.
child, that baby
That's
didn't learn that
bullshit.
from
I'm
just
like,
any place.
why do you think this is
Mm-mm.
funny?
They
This
had to
is
actually
not
be reinforced
funny.
and coached.
And then the parent will get upset. Where did the child learn from? Gee, you know
No,
where's
I literally did tell my mom I learned majority of my cuss words from you. So please don't. You go out in them streets and be learning that. Mom, I learned majority of my cuss words from you. Like seriously.
and when did you get off the ground? Or did
No. Well, I was grown when I told her,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah.
I just want to make sure. Okay.
Or at least a teenager, but yeah. I don't think she was gonna be mad at me. That was the truth. I didn't say anything to be disrespectful, but I did learn the majority of my cuss words from my mom. Like what? Like, you can't sit there and go, you hit the streets and all of a sudden came back with a filthy mouth and throw your ass to bed. Aha. I learned a majority of my cuss words from my mom. And the threat. She's always been really good. It makes sense. Once you grow up, it never makes sense whatsoever. But at that time, you wasn't supposed to understand. It was just supposed to scare you. Mama, can I go outside? I'll go outside with you. You want me to go outside with you? Now I'm older, and Tracy, you're right. I probably would have had my neck broke because I would look at her and go, oh, okay, you want to grab a coat? Yeah, put it down there.
Something about the audio was a little off. Is that anybody else?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
gonna
is it
say,
me?
Marlon. Yes, your audio is not.
I got some light static, which isn't a big deal. I can function. But then you were quiet, Marlon. Like when you were talking, I couldn't quite hear you. I heard
Like
you, but I had
you
to
went
struggle to
into
hear
a
you.
bottle.
Yeah, it's like you was talking inside of, like you had a scarf on your mouth or something.
That's how powerful my mom is. She knew I was talking about her, and somehow she got into the audio, and that was pretty much shut the hell up, kid.